And to Adam he said, because you listened to your wife's voice and ate from the tree concerning which I gave this command, you must not eat the ground of your accounts. You will eat in produce of all the days of your life. It will grow thorns and thirst for you, and you must eat the vegetation. So Adam was given the punishment that he will work for his family. He'll be there to provide for his family. And Eve was given the punishment to give birth to kids. So that's why you see our fathers, they wake up every day going to work. It's actually a punishment. It's not like they're winning, it's a punishment that God gave them, that you work for your family for the rest of your life. You must, it will grow in the sweat of your face, you will eat bread until you return to the ground. For out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you will return. So since God, when he made Adam, he made him from dust and the ground. So he said that when you die, you shall be buried in the ground. That's why when we die, you see the cemeteries, it's not in the air or anywhere or in buildings or what, it's on the ground. So you're made out of the ground and you go back to the ground. You understand? After this, Adam named his wife Eve because she was to become the mother of everyone living. And God made long garments from skins of Adam and of his wife to clothe them. God said, then said to them, Here the man has become like one of us in now. So when they say, when the pastors tell you that everyone is God's image, they're trying to say that since Adam and Eve, they now had the knowledge of God and everything. Like we just became God's image and everything. Our harvesting needs seed or use. With that, God expelled him from the Garden of Eden to cultivate the ground which he had been taken. So he drove the man out, and he posted at the east of the Garden of Eden the carcass of the flaming blade of a sword that was turning continuously to the garden of the way of the tree. So chapter 3 is basically talking about how God punished them, how he gave them punishment, and how we are all till this day, how we are suffering for their wrong deeds, what that they did in the Garden of Eden. So they were banished to the east side of the Garden of Eden, and with their punishment anyway. So what have you guys learned from this chapter? What did you learn? Disobey God, punished for what he did. In the same way that Eve and Adam are punished. Now you see Eve and Adam, they're dead, but till this day we suffer for their wrong deeds. You see? So, yes.
I learned the importance of discipline. If Adam and Eve had good discipline, they wouldn't have listened to the snake. They wouldn't have had this.
If Adam was disciplined, he was never going to listen to his wife. Even if she was not supposed to listen to the snake.
So it all comes down to discipline. If they both had discipline, wouldn't he,
But the wife also manipulated Adam, you see, so I also think Adam is not to blame since he was manipulated frustrated by the wife.
But then he's also just as wrong since he left.
Yeah, he also disobeyed God in the sense where anyone else? Can you get some help from the church? Yes.
I also learned that if you don't listen, you get a punishment.
Yes, you get punished for your wrongdoings. Same way if you don't listen to your parents, they beat you up or they give you a punishment. What else?
Hallelujah. I understand the rules, these commandments were given to Adam when God told them about fruits that they should eat and what they shouldn't eat. These commandments were actually given to Adam himself. Then the snake decided to go through Eve, but Adam had the instruction directly from God, of which he should be the very person who should have actually honored whatever God had told him. So he broke the promise. It was he is the one who had the promise from God himself. So he is actually to blame 100% as well.
Chapter 4. Now Adam had sexual relations with his wife Eve, and she became pregnant when she gave birth to Cain. She said, I have produced a male child with the help of Job. So what they're trying to say is that Eve later on had a baby called Cain. She gave birth to a child called Cain, or Cain was a boy. So, kids are a blessing from God. Although, yeah, they're a blessing from God since the baby came from God. She later gave birth to his brother Abel. Abel became a shepherd of the flock, but Cain became a coach of the ground. After some time, Cain brought some fruit from the land as an offering to Jehovah, and Abel brought some fulfilling of his flock, including their pets. While Jehovah looked for favor on Abel and on his offering, he did not look with any favor on Cain and on his offering. So Cain grew hot with anger and was detached. Then Jehovah said to Cain, why are you angry and detached? And if you turn to doing good, you will not be restored to favor, but you do not turn to doing good. Sin is crouching at the door, and its craving is to dominate you, but you will get the mastery over it. After that, Cain said to his brother Abel, let us go over into the field. So while they were in the field, Cain assaulted his brother Abel and killed him. Later on, Jehovah said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's guardian? At this he said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. So Cain killed his brother because he was jealous that God took Abel's offering and not his. So he went to the garden with his brother, and then he killed him. And then he also lied to God that he does not know where his brother is. So he lied, which is wrong to lie to God, or even to your parents or anyone. Lying is wrong. And he killed someone. So it was extra wrong. And now you are cursed in banishment from the ground that has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. when you conceive from the ground, it will not give you back its produce. You will become a warrior and forty on the earth. And this Cain said to Jehovah, the punishment of my errors is too great to bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your face, and I will become a wanderer and a fugitive on the earth, and anyone who finds me will certainly kill me. So isn't it God is everywhere? The answer we believe that God is in the sky. So wherever you go, you see the sky. Everywhere, it doesn't matter where you are, the sky is there. So it just means that God is watching us everywhere we go. So you won't do something and then later on lie that you didn't do it. God saw you doing it. You might lie to all of us, and we might not know the truth, but God is watching you. He saw what you did. You see? So that's why Cain couldn't lie. No matter how hard you tried to lie, he couldn't lie because God saw you killing him. And he was given the punishment that whenever you grow something, you won't grow because the blood of his brother Abel went to the ground, to the same ground. So whenever you try to grow something, it wouldn't grow because that's where the blood ends. And wherever he goes, the guy, whoever sees his face, will surely kill Cain. So he had to hide from everyone so that no one sees him, just so he could remain alive. So Jehovah said to him, for the reason anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times. So Jehovah set up a sign for Cain in order that no one might strike him. Then Cain went away before Jehovah took up residence in the land to offer to the east of God of Eden. So he ran away and went where his parents were banished. Since they said that his parents were banished to the east side of the Garden of Eden, so that's where he went. Afterwards, Cain had sexual relations with his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. And they engaged in the building and city of Eden. So when Cain ran away to the east side of the garden, it seemed like he met up a girl there, and then they had a child called Enoch. Then he engaged in building a city and named the city after his son Enoch. So there's a city named after Abel's Cain's child. Later, Ired was born to Enoch, and Ired became father of. So later Enoch also had a child with his wife, and then the child was named Ired. So I think we should stop here for today. So what do you guys think about, what did you understand by Cain's story, or what happened to him with his brother?
No, I just want to say, God said on chapter 3 that when you have eaten from this tree, you will die. Surely, so we see the first death. It wasn't experienced by Eve who sinned, but she actually saw the meaning of death from Abel when he was killed by his brother. So really, not obeying God's commandment, you will see what God says will happen. So we see death as a result of breaking of God's commandment.
Yes, you might not see the consequences of your actions now, but later on you will see them. There are consequences of everything that you do in life, and punishment as well. If you do something good, you will surely be rewarded for it. That's why we say do good and you'll be rewarded with eternity or good life. Anyone else?
with the chapter 4, there is a lesson I pick about lying. If you lie, or not lying actually, God wants people who admit. Even as parents, we want kids to admit that I did wrong and to ask for forgiveness. Because if I see the chapter 3, God asked Adam, did you eat? He wanted them to admit, because yes, Lord, we did. And we are asking for forgiveness. And then he asked also, Cain, did you kill your brother? He wanted also Cain to admit, yes, Lord, I did it, and I'm sorry. So from these two chapters, especially I asked the parents, we asked our kids, are you the one who did this? Even if she's not, like when I'm asking this, even if she's not admitting, so that she'll say, it's me, because I'll have in mind that there's only 2 kids here, and she's the only one who can do this, not me. So I continue beating him. Maybe till she continues also with Mama, it's not me, please, it's not me. But I'm saying from these 2 chapters, kids, even us parents, we have to admit. If you did wrong, admit and ask for forgiveness.
Yes. Also, if you keep quiet and not say anything, it's also considered lying, because you're not admitting to your actions. You just say, let me keep quiet and let it pass. When you know that you did something wrong, it's also wrong. It's also a sin that you commit. Yes, so today, as for next week, we shall continue with chapter 4, verse 19.
Thank you very much. All right. I think that is fine.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Ishe tisakarisunga sitawo yakomurema panenana zvokutenda Jehovha ni ndimunotida tinoona Jehovha sevana vari kukunda kudzidza shoko renyu Jehovha tipe kukunda tinozvisana shoko renyu gari matiri vari makanaka paya kudzidzisa Ishe vadiki vavo agone Jehovha kushumira Ishe wangu basa renyu kuti makafanira kurumbidzwa neupi zvake mukuru nemudiki tese Ishe wangu aiwa takafanira kudaro vari makanaka tirakurumidza zvino chifurai chikamukuitevera nezita raJesu Kristu mutsvene in the name of Jesus glory to God tinokurumidza nezita renyu inonguva Jehovha chipedza basa renyu aiwa tisiya zvose Ishe wangu wanyu zviri kufadza Ishe Jesu Kristu chizvika nezita raJesu glory to God in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
And if I want to thank the Lord for this time that He gave to me, I only know that Matao is not sick. He's going to work. He won't be with us today. So he's the only one person that I know is Baba Wenya. Only there is with us again today. So Mrs.
isikhathi asikume kodwa esiyaziyo sonke isiculi athi simuke ithirumbize iyona tunoziyathesi
Thank you.